Yeah, today's been a day, man. The light show. I don't know why, man. I don't have words. I don't know what's happening. I gotta check with I gotta check with it after stream. Yeah, we'll check later. It's fine. Mr. Tommy Tom, how are you, sir? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Finally got Mira and Willow. Nice. Have you talked about the roadmap? No, we're about to do it now. I spent the last 5 to 10 minutes struggling with Lumia stream. And it didn't help because we didn't fix anything. Yeah. Dog, long shot, welcome in. What's up, Uni? Forklift. Annoying. Hello. We got some stuff to talk about, man. Ay, caramba. Anonymous, thank you. Deadshot, thank you so much, dude. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm so sniffly today. I'm sniffly because I'm trying to get over sickness that had me all day. Unfortunately, it hasn't gone away yet, but we'll get there. It's fine. We will deal. All is well. Deadshot, thank you so much, man. Today's the last stream of the month. Unless I, for some reason, stream tomorrow, but it's unlikely that I will. Today's the last day. Yeah. Hey, Fluyo, I'm good. How are you? Okay. Well, my friends, I feel like we need to be like listening to like lo-fi. This is like too pumping for a chill talking about Phas news. Doing good? Nice. Can't wait to see the new rework Tangle looks like. You know, I can't wait to see what it looks like either. There's a lot of uproar about that map. Some people are not so pleased. Yeah. Think it's well needed? I do too. And the fact is that we can't judge it until we see it. Everybody's judging it off of what? The kitchen island being removed? That's the thing we're all gonna cry about? The kitchen island being gone? Okay. Nice mellow groove. Yeah, I think so. But we'll listen, what we'll do is we will go through this because there's words to be had here from the team. We'll go through it and then we will go back and discuss this in detail. Okay? We will go through and then we'll discuss in detail. Uninstalling if it's gone. Tanglewood? No, they're reworking Tanglewood. If you're uninstalling because they removed the island, oh, you can go ahead and uninstall now. We've already seen the photo with the island gone. Yeah. How else are we supposed to find? Wait, what? CJ already said that they had another spot. There we go. People are so mad when they don't have the full details. They've seen 2 photos of a map and have already made their choice. I'm not going to say anything until I see it and get to play it. Once I'm able to play it, then I can say, do I like or do I not like this map? And if people don't like the map, they will change the map. It's as easy as that. Obviously, Tangle and Willow are 2 of their most popular maps that they have. They are not going to go out of the way to screw those maps up just to mess with people. Change is good. Yes, these maps feel old now because of all this new stuff we have. With the new Grafton and Bleasdale and Nell's Diner and all this stuff, those maps are old news. Yeah, they're freaking old, dude. The fridge is fixed. Oh, nice. Mystical, thank you for the 3 months. I'm occasionally going off screen to blow my nose because I'm still getting over sickness. Excited for the rework. I am too, man. I am too. They're now the boomers of Phas. Yeah, kind of. Oh, all right. Let's rock. The Phasmophobia roadmap for 2026. They are finally giving us all of the information that's going to be coming for this year. Now, I don't even know if this necessarily has everything included or if this is just the main stuff. Now, Some of these things we have already known were going to happen because the Phasmophobia Trello is public. That is information that you can go get right now. If you Google Phasmophobia Trello, you can go see everything they're working on, what state it's in, if it's been released, if it's about to be released, if it's being released soon, if it's in a planning stage, whatever it may be. A lot of this stuff was on there. There's only a few things that are really, I guess, new in a manner of speaking, right? But let's go through it. So, all right. Welcome back, Ghost Hunters. We've got some news for you. Today, we're excited to reveal our roadmap for Phasmophobia for 2026, our journey to 1.0. Today, we're excited to reveal our roadmap for Phasmophobia 2026, our journey to 1.0. Sorry, I'm doing it twice. This year is set to be the biggest for Phasmophobia yet, as we do the game development equivalent of crossing our I's and T's, exiting early access, and releasing the full version of the game we've been working on for the last 6+ years. We're pulling back the curtains on just a handful of our plans with our roadmap, with more details to come throughout the year. Read on to find details what's in store. So, as we can see from the image, we have major updates, maps, events, right? Major updates, we can see the player character overhaul, Unity 6 network updates, Nintendo Switch 2 release, 1.0 release, horror rework and lore update, Tanglewood rework, Willow rework, a brand new map, which I don't think anybody expected to actually happen. Cursed Hollow, Crimson Eye, Winter's Jest, we're used to these, and then a new one-time event, which we have not heard about yet. Obviously, these are all subject to change, right? Obviously subject to change. Major updates. As you can see from the roadmap, there are several major updates we're working on towards, my nose is so itchy. As you can see from the roadmap, there are several major updates we're working towards in 2026. Our player character update, an update to bring Phasmophobia to Unity 6, a netcode update, our launch on Nintendo Switch 2, and of course, Phasmophobia 1.0, bringing with it our horror rework, lore update, and more. While we went into detail on our player character update and a little bit of Phasmophobia 1.0 in our most recent development preview, we won't be sharing too many details on these updates until we're closer to launch. Stay tuned for news throughout the year. You know, in a way, like, I think that we want to stay in the know and we want to be given all the information about all these things, but in another way, I just want to know something's coming. I don't necessarily want to know that they are releasing A through Z things with this thing. I just need to know that it's coming. I don't need all the details because that's the surprise of it. That's what I like. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's incredible how this game is turning out, how far they've come. I know. Well, I think most people are probably surprised that it's been in early access for as long as it has for a game that feels like it's been released for quite a long time, right? I think that's probably the biggest thing. Yeah. After these reworks, only one map left, and that's Unchanged or reworked Brownstone High School. No. What about Edgefield? What about Ridgeview? Those are asset maps. Yeah, those maps are asset maps. So that does beg the question, are all of the maps that are asset maps going to get done before the 1.0 release? Because we have Ridgeview, we have Edge, we have Prison, we have High School, all of these maps. So is it going to go to 1.0 with a couple of maps that are technically not assets that they made? Because my assumption was that was the whole reason. Well, part of the big reason for the reworks was to get to 1.0. But now it sort of feels like it's a mixed bag. I don't know. I haven't heard an answer from that. Yeah, I don't know. Is Point Hope OG? Oh yeah, that's Point Hope was one of the bigger maps that they worked on from scratch, like that they did the entirety of themselves, for sure. Ridge is on the Trello. Yeah, it's on the Trello, but you notice how they only said Tangle Willow new map here. I figured that they would, you know, mention all those maps here. I don't know. Can't wait for the prison rework. Yeah, that's going to be good stuff too. Yeah. Definitely is. All right. Let's see. Hold, please. Hold, please. Guess they're taking it slow, which is totally fine by me. Listen, I'm basing what we know is going to happen with those maps based on what's already happened with the others. You know what I'm saying? We've already seen the rework that has happened with Bleasdale and with Grafton. We know how good those are, which gives me hope for Tangle and Willow and everything else. Yeah. All right. Let's see. 2026 maps. 2026 maps. In 2026, we'll continue our work on older Phasmophobia maps to bring them up to the standards we've set ourselves with updates to Grafton and Bleasdale Farmhouse. The first of these, 6 Tanglewood Drive, itself detailed in the latest development preview, will launch soon. Will launch soon, while 13 Willow Street will arrive later in the year. Wonder how late in the year they're talking. These reworks will bring them updated These reworks will bring with them updated visuals, slight but important gameplay layout changes, as well as a host of new assets, interactions, and more. Our aim with our map reworks is to always retain everything we all love about these maps, but bring them in line with our overall vision for Phasmophobia, which we believe we achieved with last year's reworks and are set with these. So Tangle and Willow and all those asset maps, the way they are now, the amount of interactions you have are so minimal, because when they first released those maps, they didn't intend to have all that stuff there. They were trying to lay the groundwork so they could later update the maps. And now that's what they're doing. Look at all the different stuff we can interact with in Bleasdale. Look at all the different stuff we can interact with in Nels. Imagine that kind of detail going into Tanglewood and Willow. I'm so excited to see what they do with it. We'll also be releasing another new map in 2026. Following Nell's Diner in 2025, this new map will bring a new style of location to the game, but that's enough detail for now. This right here is telling us that it's not going to be a house. This right here is telling us that it is not going to be something like we have now. The way they're wording it is it's a new style. It is going to be a new type of layout, possibly motel, possibly a carnival. That'd be cool. We'll talk about it more though. We'll talk about it more. Events. Finally, we're looking forward to another year of great in-game community events. Cursed Hollow, Crimson Eye, and Winter's Jest will all return at similar times throughout 2026, bringing with them another chance to work together and on your own to earn rewards and upgrade your trophy. This year, however, we'll be adding a new limited time event to the game. While we can't share what exactly this event is right now, we can promise you it's going to be worth the wait. Interesting. Of course, this is just an overview of what we have planned through 2026 for Phasmophobia, with plenty more waiting in the wings. As always, stay tuned to our social channels, official Discord server, and blog for the latest news and updates on the game, as well as Kinetic Games as well. So, now we can actually talk about the roadmap in itself. Now we can actually talk about the roadmap. So, I'm indifferent in calling this a roadmap. I think having zero time frame for any of this makes it difficult for me to look at this and say, here's the roadmap, as in like, here's the road, here's what's coming next, when it's all just thrown onto a sheet and it's just going to happen eventually. I can respect and understand not wanting to put dates on things because you don't want to be, you don't want to put dates on things because you don't want to fail. You don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. Okay, that's fine. I respect and understand that. I'm sure that they have internal guidelines and they have their own internal deadlines, ways that they want to meet this. However, This is just for me 2026 review. This is a 2026 preview. This is not a roadmap. More like a storyboard. Yeah, but a story tells you in sequence. This isn't even a storyboard. This is a 2026 preview. That's what this is. This is not a roadmap. Hey, Chill, welcome in. How are you? So either way, you look at this, obviously there's a lot to be excited about, but I want to repeat, a lot of this stuff we've already known about. We knew about the player character overhaul, Unity 6, network update, Nintendo Switch 2, 1.0 release, lore update, horror rework, all the events, Tangle, Willow rework. The only stuff that is new on this roadmap is new map, new one-time event. That is it. These two things are the only two things that are new. The way that you knew, hold on. The way that you knew Phasmophobia Trello. If you go to their Trello, which is public and literally anybody can go to here is the Phasmophobia Trello. Literally, if you Google Phasmophobia Trello, then it'll come up. It's really simple. Either way, you can see when these things were added to the Trello if you're curious. Well, okay, but how long have they known that they were going to do this? Or how long ago was it that they announced to the public that they were going to be working on things? The Tanglewood rework was added to this Trello in February of last year. Edgefield, February of last year. Ridge, February of last year. Willow, February. All of these, it was already announced almost a year ago that these were going to be reworked. Okay. This has been here for this Horror 2.0, which is no longer being called Horror 2.0. It's now included with the 1.0 release, the horror stuff that's coming. This was announced in 2021. It has been almost 5 years that they announced large overhaul, ghost, and game mechanics. It's been kind of an on-running joke. About Horror 2.0 because they've talked about it for so long and it's finally going to happen this year. So fair enough to everybody, I think, to make a little funny about it. Hi Hyper, how are you? Demon, thank you for the 8 months, dude. Thank you. Lore update, that one was, I'd say, newer, but February of 23. There was a lot of stuff. Also, by the way, if you want to make it a little easier on yourself, you can't see it because it's behind my camera, but if you click the 3 dots, then if you see where my mouse is, you go up here. Actually, wait, no, I can't do that. You click the 3 little dots and you click activity right here. You can see what stuff has been added recently. So I can see here that on the 29th, they added the roadmap. On the 28th, he added Tom to the board. But then you can see when stuff was added, concept phase, you can see when it was added to whatever. And I don't know if this goes on forever, but it goes on for a long time, just in case you need more information. But again, this is all public. This is all for you guys to see. You see everything released, internal testing, in progress, concept, and planned. So the things you don't see on here, you don't see about the new map. You don't see about this new event that's going to be coming. Those aren't on here, but stuff that's going to be coming after it is. The Nintendo Switch release, that was announced in December. So they added that to the board immediately that they're already working on it. So like I said, this is public. I definitely would go check it out. They did not mention, which maybe, I don't know, maybe they didn't feel the need to. This right here is huge to me. I feel like the anti-cheat system that they're going to be adding is massive to this game. And they didn't say a lick of it inside of the 2026 roadmap, which is weird for me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. What if the new event is some kind of a celebration for 1.0? I don't know. Maybe. Could be. We'll see. We'll see. Your guess is as good as mine. We really don't have any information based on the back image of this. This one, I don't know if the intention here was to give us an image. I don't know if the intention here was to give us an image that alluded to what the map could be, or if it's just a nothing burger. If it is meant to be something, like if this image actually has to do with the map, one of the things that I said that it might be, it makes me think of a police station. The reason is because of the images stacked on top of each other, almost like it is a corkboard that has a bunch of stuff stacked on it, like at a police station. As of right now, that's my guess with this. But it could be nothing, and this image could mean nothing. So I don't know. No more Baron breaking out of the map? I don't know, until we find something new. Maybe they're waiting until the new engine before working on the anti-cheat. It could be. Yeah. Drifter, it might make it easier for them. It's hard to say. The picture looks like a clown. Dude, listen, you know, I want to be hopeful that they're going to add some kind of a carnival map. But at the same time, I feel like a carnival map has to be a larger map. And they really have been saying they want to focus on smaller maps. So I don't see it happening. If it does, it will be the best surprise ever for me in this game. I don't see it happening, but you never know. You never know. Remind you of the corkboard that we picked maps from. Yeah, very true. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is part of the corkboard. Maybe like maybe it's layered underneath and they just desaturated the image to make it look different, right? Hard to say. It'd be cool if they added Easter eggs to the map reworks. They might. I don't know. They haven't added any to the other ones, but they might add some to the newer ones. I don't know. I feel like you can make a small carnival map. Always keep my fingers crossed. I know. It's a Spirit Halloween. Oh my God. Glay made an image. Mr. Glay just made an image like that. That was super funny. Maybe it's the photo wall of an old amusement park. That would be awesome. That'd be super cool. That'd be super cool. Bora, welcome in. How are you? I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? What are you excited about? What are you concerned about? What are you hoping to see happen this year that maybe is not listed here? I'm hopeful for a black hat. That's probably one of my biggest, requests. We'll love a map based on where the devs are from. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be super cool. A few more maps like Sunny, larger. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a larger map either. I think it's about their focus. It's about what they want to put their efforts into. Character customization that goes beyond clothes and accessories. You mean like the actual character, like hair and height and things like that? It's a good question. Like, are they going to allow us to do stuff like that? I don't know. Excited to see the new maps, but I hope they don't ruin Willow or Tangle. I'm not even having the thought in my head that they're going to do anything bad to those maps. Because, like I stated, I think that they knocked it out of the park with the other reworks that they did. So I'm excited to see these. English Pub, I've heard that a few times. That'd be cool. Be cool to have a larger map, like a small mall with 2 ghosts. That'd be pretty sick. That's, someone said like a little strip mall or something like that could be kind of cool. But I think that they would be more likely to do like a motel than they would a strip mall. They said in the live stream that height will be adjustable. There we go. I only got to catch part of that live stream because I was working. So I only got to see very tiny bits of it. Multiple ghosts on larger maps. I would love to see them tinker with the game. I don't think they're going to. I would love to see them tinker with player counts. I would love to see what it's like to play on a map with 6 players and not 4. That'd be cool. Height adjustment was for VR. Oh, like the height at which you see on your player, like for the waistband and stuff too. But they weren't talking about the actual player customization. Please Young Grafton were not exactly loved or very inspired to begin with. That's fair. That's a good point. Although I would have to say that I loved the old Grafton. I think that the old Grafton was great. Old Bleasdale, I was fine to get rid of. Get it out of here. Haunted cruise ship, I don't see it. I don't see it. Is there a way to rewatch the video? Do they have it saved as a VOD on their live stream? I would assume so. OG Grafton was one of the faves. It was great. That was a map that when you got, you were happy to have. For sure. Robbie, thank you for the 7 months, man. So welcome in. Yeah. That's how you watch it. Okay, there you go. Abandoned church could be cool. Do you like open sky maps like Woodwind and Maple? I do. I like it because it's different. Yeah, the only thing that I think we don't like about Woodwind, is the room boundaries suck. Yeah. That's all. What's up, Joey? A fanny pack to allow players to carry like 1 or 2 more items on a bigger map would be nice. I think what would be nice is if they made it so that the prestiges gave you more things. If it was not just cosmetics. If the prestige system, if you got to prestige 3, you got a permanent unlock. Like, it doesn't mean squat to me now because I'm prestige 20, but for players that are trying to prestige, giving people more options for things to have, it would make you want to prestige more. You know what I mean? Gun John, what's up? Welcome in, dude. Yeah. Make it so one of the prestiges gives you an XP boost. Make it so another one gives you a money boost. Make it so another one gives you a permanent unlock. The next one gives you a custom item or item skin or something. I don't know. Epic reset button. I heard them say they're not touching people's levels. The reason they had to touch people's levels before was because of the prestige system being added. It had to be done. They had to reset everyone's level so everyone was on the same playing field. That was the only reason why. Yeah. I just prestige for the very first time. Climb back up is horrible. It sucks. It does suck. I would have to agree. I'm hoping that they add things for players that are prestige 20. Yeah. More things to unlock, more things to do. That'd be nice. Reach a prestige and you get the snowball gun permanently? Hell yeah. That'd be awesome. Arthur, thank you for the raid, dude. Welcome in. Something like local co-op. Local co-op. Do we not already have that with consoles? Make it so when you prestige, you only lose half your money. Yeah, something like that, right? Yeah, that'd be super cool. Arthur, how was your stream? What up, dude? Sorry you're coming into sickness. I'm trying to get over it, but I wanted to go over the roadmap with you guys and at least hang out for a bit. It's the last stream of the month, man. I've used more tissues in the past 24 hours than I have in my life. We don't have local co-op, would require us to be on a server. Well, that's interesting that they don't let you play. It's not an option. That's weird. I'm kind of shocked that there isn't split screen for a console. I didn't know that. I've never had the opportunity to play console. You lose your money. Yeah, you lose your money when you prestige. You lose your items when you prestige. You lose everything. Yeah. What's up, Westy? What's up, dude? Yeah, you lose it all. You keep you get an extra loadout for 10 prestiges and you get an ID card. Super neat. Hope the Horror 2.0 update will change how the bone spawns works. I'm kind of hoping that they remove the bone from the game entirely. I don't think it's necessary. You think ghost farts are going to be reworked? They better be better. They better be more misty. Most of all, you lose your sanity. That's true. Touche. Cemetery location. A cemetery location would be pretty neat. Yeah. Yeah. What mod put you in timeout? I did. Yeah. So excited for everything. I fall in love with the game weekly. Honestly, it's so fun, man. It is so great. Make the ghost farts green. This isn't Ghostbusters. The bone is an easy pick, yes, but the fact that it is required for a perfect game, I think is so unnecessary. It's not needed. And again, the whole bone idea, if we're going for realism, if the whole idea of the game is to go for realism, it does not make sense that the bone exists. All I did was talk about my own channel. So just repeat that to yourself a few times and then it'll probably land. You'll get there. Do you lose the ability to play high difficulties when you prestige? No. So once you prestige, all the maps and the difficulties you've unlocked are unlocked. So it's kind of like the whole reason people were confused. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like level 1, but I have everything unlocked. Probably because you played before the prestige system, which means you were automatically prestige 1 whenever the prestige system happened. Anybody that played the game for a single minute before they added the prestige system was automatically prestige 1. I feel like bone photos are the same as salt photos. Yeah, well, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for it to exist. Instead of a bone, the weapon that killed the ghost. Oh my God. Dude, some deeper lore would be pretty cool though. I do like that. Can't wait to see the Tanglewood. I wish you could choose to play the old or new. You know, Molly, one of the things that I had said that I would love for them to do. So like Kinetic partners have the ability to go back and play the old version of Phas. So like I can go back and play Phas from September of 2020 when it first was released. I kind of hoped that eventually they would add some sort of like a legacy patch where it gives you the ability to go play all the old maps if you want to. It's like you don't get to play them for prestige, you don't get to play them for leveling or anything, but you just have the ability to go play them. I think that'd be cool. That way everybody can go play them. Why not? I think it'd be cool. Azar, thank you for the 14 months. How am I? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm trying to breathe. I keep feeling like I'm gonna sneeze. Like all day. I've been just like shoving tissues up my nose. I would pay for a legacy patch. Like a $5 legacy patch? Hell yeah. For maps that already exist? You literally just like turn the switch on and off? Hell yeah. Would love to play older maps again? Yeah. I would love it. I would love to be able to run the maps with everybody. Yeah. The sneeze trap. Oh, but it's been all day, man. It won't go away. Oh, of course, Cake. I want to listen, man. It's tomorrow. I don't know if I can stream tomorrow. So it's like today's my last chance. I don't have a migraine. I just feel like my face is falling off. So I could still go live. I just, will be sneezy. A little sneaky. Make a carnival map. Oh, that's my favorite map. Well, that's my favorite map idea. I would love it. Hey, Wade, welcome in. Do you think the lore is going to connect to the movie? Honestly, no, I don't. No, my guess is it's not, but I don't know. It's hard to say. It might not. I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Lara Croft, welcome in. Yeah, there's a Phas movie. Yeah, we haven't heard much else about it. Not anytime recently, but yeah, it's a happening. Mm-hmm. Is the 2.0 update out yet? What 2.0 update? Would love to do something like lore in the farmhouses, bigger maps. So I believe, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong here, I think that there technically is lore in Bleasdale. Now, I don't think anybody has laid it out. I don't think anybody has said like, this is what the lore is, but I'm fairly certain that there is lore there. Yeah. Rain, thank you for the 34 months, Rand. So I don't know about Grafton, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that the lore on Bleasdale has to do with the is it grandparents and the niece, or like, I don't remember. There's a missing gun. There's a missing gun inside of one of the hiding spots in the closet. There's all the stuff up in the attic, like the tarot cards and the crystal ball and all that stuff. There's the letters that are on the floor. I think Zero and I figured out what they said at one point. The journal, right? There's a bunch of lore stuff. They were thought to be linked, right? I miss your song. Frog, thank you for the 25-month tier 3. What the hell? 1.0, no. 1.0 has not been released. No. That's part of the whole 2026 stuff. It's going to happen later this year. When? Later this year. That's all we know. Also teasing the granddaughter is pajama. Oh, yeah. I mean, that could be. I don't know. Any idea when they're going to release the character overhaul? My assumption is that this is going to be in the earlier part of the year. So I believe they said that this and this, Tanglewood's the earlier part of the year, and the player character overhaul is the earlier part of the year. We don't have months yet. We don't have dates. We don't have any of that stuff. We just know that they said earlier part. So probably Q1. By the way, ads are about to happen, friends. When ads happen, you're not going to miss much. Yeah. You're not going to miss much. I promise. CJ stated that there's lore and even a letter you sadly only can read in VR, which kind of sucks. Like, you're telling me the only people that can get to that letter are people that are in VR? That stinks. By March, maybe. Yeah, maybe. That'd be great. That'd be super great. You know what's happening in February? The frickin' Rewind 99 demo is going to release, I think, in February. Sheesh. What game you playing tonight? Possibly I might not even play tonight, man. I feel like shit, but I wanted to go live so we could talk about the roadmap and hang out and talk for a bit. Yeah. I got to read on the ground. I believe so. I'd have to go back through my messages with Zero. I think we figured out what it actually said. Ads are playing, friends. We're not going anywhere anyway, but you know what I mean. We can still keep chatting. It's fine. Yeah. Oh, I've played in VR. It's just been a while. That's all. Kind of brings the community together and we can all have different experiences. Dang old VR. Yeah, but again, you don't get to read it for yourself. You have to be like, hey, VR guy, go read that. Hi, Carly. Thank you, friend. How the stream's been, friend? How you been? Is there any information about the Willow rework? I don't think so. No. They said that Willow was going to be later in the year. So we have the Tanglewood images have obviously been released. Those are already public information, but we haven't seen anything about Willow yet. Yeah. What up, Bruce? You're a VR god. Let's go. I bet they'll add more ghosts next year. In 2027? I mean, maybe. April, hello. See the content TikToks. I'm glad to catch a stream. Welcome in. How are you? I've been better. You did not catch me at 100%, but we're present and accounted for. How are you? How are things? Pumpkin, how are you? Good to see you. Austin, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Either way, all said, I'm excited for all of this. I can't wait for it to start happening. I can't wait for them to start announcing dates. These things are happening around this time or that time. Sausage Pro? Wait, who are you talking about? New content's always super exciting. Yeah. How are you, Rain? Hello, my friend. My lovely friend. Cake is a lie. Thank you for the biddies. And Dev, thank you for the 4 months. How do you feel about the CCs not knowing the new map? Are you relieved you don't have to keep the secret? In a manner of speaking, yes. Yeah, I kind of don't want to know what it is. You're right. We knew Tom. I heard Tom talking about this in his stream. We knew about Nels for such a long time and we couldn't say anything. It sucked. Golden Cap. Get the hell out of here, dude. Didn't I just have this like last week? It killed Tom to keep the secret. It sucks, man. Like I want to be in the know, but at the same time, there's certain things I don't want to know about. There's certain things I'm like, do not tell me that. I have to somehow keep a straight face and be like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. Carly, thank you for the biddies. Yeah, I guess there's a golden kappa. All right. Sure. Archmage, thank you for the biddies. Drifter, thank you for the subs, homie. Oh, today's not been a good day. I'm sorry, Husky. Today was not a good day for me either. That doesn't make it any better. Second one you've seen today. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you so much, man. Oh my goodness gracious. We're trying to hold it together, man. Thank you, Mira. Have a good one, friend. Thank you. Yeah, tomorrow, I would do like an extra stream, but not unfortunately, thankfully, I'm gonna go see the new Markiplier movie. I'm gonna go see Iron Lung. So I'm freaking jazzed, man. My wife is not that excited, but she's just excited because she gets to get popcorn and food. So sounds good to me. I'm excited, dude. I can't wait to see it. She said, so what's it about? I said, being trapped, blood. What else do you need to know? Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I never watched his playthrough of it. I kind of want to do that before I go and watch the movie, but at the same time, I don't know. I kind of want to go in the dark and then watch his playthrough. You know? Hey, thank you so much. Goddess, thank you for the gifted. Mr. Song, thank you, sir. Lizzie, thank you for the biddies. Mr. Rafa, thank you for gifting to Nell's Diner. You're dragging your wife to go see Iron Lung in a few days? Yes. What game? Iron Lung. Yeah. Markiplier's movie is out, and I got it at my local theater because I called them, or I emailed them and asked them to add it, and then they emailed me back and said they added it. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome. So very cool. That was what they told. That was the advice. The advice that they were telling everybody was like, dude, get a hold of your local theater and just ask them, because they might add it just by asking. And that's literally what happened to mine. Need to see it. I'm so excited to see it. It's Markiplier, man. Love him. He's so freaking great. He's so great. Gamer, thank you for the 5 subs, friend. Jay. Thank you, dude. You made it into... Oh, it made it into Canadian theaters? That is awesome. I heard, I mean, especially for a self-funded project, that it's doing really, really well. Theaters take requests? Yeah, they do. So if you know that a movie is being played at a theater further away from you, you can always ask your theater if they could add it. If they think it's worth it, then they might add it. You never know. Plan on watching Iron Lung again soon. You saw it already? What the hell? I just ordered pizza for this stream. What? You ordered pizza for us? Also made it into Australian cinema. No, it did not. Did it really? Can I do that? I assume any theater you can ask. I assume that any theater you can ask, hey, would you be willing to add this movie? I mean, the worst thing they're going to tell you is no, right? The worst thing they're going to say is no. Whoops, wrong screen. Yeah. See you, Denzel. Have a good one, dude. I think he's gone back into his arrogant phase, and me and my partner are kind of done with him. What do you mean? Why do you think he's gone back into his arrogant phase? Have you seen the Phasmo trailer for the movie posted last week? You mean a Phasmo trailer for a movie that was not the actual movie that they're working on? What do I think the new map is going to be? I said it might be like a police station or something. Maybe. It's already grossed 3.5. Oh, I heard it grossed more than that already. I could have heard incorrectly though. So long as it's not set to certain movies, may only be in certain theaters, such as, oh, I know what you mean. Like partnering with a certain type of theater, not necessarily local theaters and stuff. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, as for a trailer for the movie, I've seen nothing about a trailer for the new Phas movie. Yeah. Rented a theater for you rented a theater for your wife's birthday? That's freaking awesome. Ready Player One. I love that movie. That is such a good movie. I had my wife watch that with me because I knew she would love it because of the Back to the Future. You know, it had the DeLorean and stuff. But I had her watch it with me multiple times. Google it. Maybe I'm dumb, but it looked legit. All right, I'll have to give it a look-see. Oh, okay. It's gross 3.5, but it's projected to make 9. Oh, that's freaking awesome. Hell yeah. There was a trailer posted 13 days ago. Was it from the Phas account? I might have seen it. If it's like a teaser, I might have seen it. Allie, thank you for the 34 months. Thank you guys so much for the hype train, dude. I'm sorry, the golden kappa train. By the way, if you give 100 bits or gift a sub during this, you do get a golden kappa emote unlocked for 24 hours. Been seeing a lot of fake trailers for different movies made by AI. I've been seeing a lot of things made by AI, unfortunately, which I wish it was an on and off switch so I could just turn that shit off. I wish. Don't see a trailer for Phas? Yeah. Hasn't done a video to thank his subscribers in years. He hasn't done nearly as many charity streams as he used to. That's where I'm gonna be. Okay, no, I understand. No, it's totally okay to have your view on it. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, that's totally okay. I understand. Ban it? I just think that there has to be way more laws. I think that there needs to be more laws that are put alongside it. That's all. It kind of seems AI. If you look, you can spot it. It's getting harder, obviously, to spot that kind of stuff because of how good it's getting. But there are ways to tell by watching video. I'm decent at it because, well, I do cinematography and video editing for a living. Videos of people talking about the movie, but no trailer. I can't wait for the trailer to come out, though. Yeah, me too. Hopefully soon, man. Hopefully soon. It's being used all over social media to do it. I know. Oh, I know. Yep, it's being used in really awful ways. Yep, I can't wait for more laws to be put in place against it. I can't wait. Why do you think I push so hard for my children to understand physical media and to understand how to respect the tools that they use when it comes to the internet and laptops and phones and all that stuff? It's so important. Also, who the hell did that? It doesn't pop up for me. I can't see it. I did hear the alert. Was that Mr. Rafa? Mr. Rafa, what did you do? Rafa did it? That mother. I do think fan casting with Cillian Murphy and Anya Taylor-Joy would be great, though. That'd be cool. That would be freaking cool. Hi, Katie. Hold on. I might be able to see. Hold on. It says surprise. Oh, I don't want to know. Oh, I don't want to know. Oh, Mr. Rafa, I'm going to wait to look. Oh, thank you, sir. It was a surprise gift from Throne, but I don't want to see it. Oh, wait. Do you think there'll be any looping spots in the new Tangle? Yeah, I do. I think that there's going to be multiple. Yeah, I think it's going to be more than just one. I think that they just removed the one that was in the kitchen where the island was. And I think that people were saying that CJ has already stated that they've added one in another spot. Now, obviously we haven't seen it, but yeah. Gamer, oh, Mr. Song, thank you, Gamer fan, thank you. Shark bait. Saw a trailer for the Phas movie 13 days ago, but in the description it says fan made using shots and things from other movies. So it's not an official trailer. Yeah. Will the dining room table stay? Maybe. I would assume yes, but we don't know what layouts have changed. Based on the Phasmophobia, based on the Tanglewood images that we've seen, it's hard to say what the rest of the house will look like. I just want to stop running, man. I just want my nose to stop running. Oh, what map are you most excited to be redone? Willow. I'm excited to see what they do to Willow. Honestly, Willow's my favorite map. That doesn't mean that I'm not excited to see the rework of it. I'm super excited to see it. People think rework, oh, they're going to ruin my map. How many people think that Bleasdale or Grafton was ruined by the rework? And if you do think it was ruined, why? I think most people that would say that it was ruined is because Grafton and Bleasdale were way more simplistic because the assets were simple. Sharkbait, hoo-ha-ha. Sharkbait, hoo-ha. Atmospherically, they were significantly improved. Correct. Correct. Agreed upon.
If that shoe and that shoe and that
This mess
shoe.
started with nose running and sneezing. No, I'm so
oh,
dude. Yeah, I hope yours is getting. It doesn't get worse. I know, man. Me too. Usually it's just a day thing, and I hope it just goes away. Yeah, I think it's just a day thing. You could only sell because you're scared of mannequins. Oh, I love the mannequins. I think they were such a good addition, dude. They are such a good addition. Hendrix, thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Katie, thank you for the biddy. Smug, thank you for the sub. Welcome in, dude. Oh, if I was a ghost, what would I be? Right now, I don't know. What's like a really sick ghost? You hate them? What, the mannequins? I love them. I think it's great. It makes it uneasy. Everybody wants scary. Everybody wants jump scares. Everybody wants this. The second they add something in, people are like, oh, I don't want that. Like, okay, picky choosy. So much stuff packed in there. Yeah. I'll be honest, Grafton took me a second. Because it felt overwhelming with how much stuff was crammed into that house. But then I got used to it. Giggling dolls. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Babsy, thank you for the 10 months. Welcome back. I want scary, not like that. Grafton's supposed to be a cluttered mess. It is. It's supposed to be cluttered. It is supposed to make you feel uneasy. Now, the dark part, I would agree with you guys. It's too dark. It's extraordinarily dark. There should be some light getting through there, right? The new Grafton didn't tickle your pickle, and that is okay. Grafton's a little brutal trying to find a small bone. Listen, I go back to what I said earlier about the whole bone situation. I don't think the bone makes any sense at all, because if you think about what is the purpose of the bone? The bone was added to the game as DNA of the ghost. The whole purpose was it's supposed to be leftover of the ghost. So you're telling me somebody moved into a house where a ghost used to be, where its remains were, left them there and lived their life, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh shit, and then left because it's haunted and left the bone wherever it was. So mom's mom and dad, mom's vacuuming, dad's cooking, and all of a sudden you just hear her yell, holy shit, and then she finds a bone, and then it's fine. It's leftovers, so it goes around the bone, you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Kids running down the hall, kick it. Doesn't make any sense. Seems legit. It doesn't make any sense. Iron Lung's more of a psychological horror than a traditional horror. Be prepared to ask what the F. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. In a way, it's kind of like the game. It's kind of like the way I like my horror games. I like them as psychological horror games. Not always necessarily jump scare in your face kind of stuff. Psychological ones are really good. But the bone really went with the feng shui. When is the first update for the roadmap? We have no idea. This year. I was telling everybody earlier, I do not look at this as a Phasmophobia 2026 roadmap. This is a Phasmophobia 2026 preview. There's nothing on here that gives you any kind of a road. There's no road to be had here. This is just, here it is. Stuff. It is a preview. That's just my take. No, for the last time, you can't move the pelvis. Work around it. My God. If Little Flash is who I think it is, I swear. What is the hardest ghost you got while doing no evidence run? Oh, I don't know. That's a lot of no evidence runs, man. You got me. Cassidy, thank you for the 22 months. Twister, thank you for the 6-month prime, dude. I swear. Child? I will call Alan's mother right now. I swear. Sucking up finger bones in a vacuum. I know. Time for bed. Hope everyone has a great night. Have a good night, dude. Okay. Love you. It'd be hilarious if the new event is something super niche. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm interested to see what they have in mind. I don't know, man. It's so hard to say. Did I pre-order the board game? I did. I did indeed. I'm excited to see it. I can't wait for it to get here. Chilling, eating some chips. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I was going to say that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Good night, child. Love you. They should add creepy dolls and pictures that stare at you. I just, you know, listen, we went to Disney recently and I want the Haunted Mansion vibes. Like, I want that. I want it everywhere. As a Kinetic partner, what restrictions do you have? You obviously can't leak info, but if you strongly disagree with something, do you lose your partnership? No. No, and I would assume not. If they decide to kick anybody because they don't like something, it's going to really, I think, hurt them. Listen, somebody needs to chill it with the food. I think there's been plenty of times where people like me, people like Insim, like Psych, I mean, you name it, Tater, Tom, like we've all been critical about certain things and have spoke out about things we don't like. Whether it's an update that they made or a change that they're doing or something, whatever it may be. I'll be one of the first ones to tell you if I don't like something. The last thing I'm going to do is lie to you just to stay in good graces. I don't think they would want us to just be yes people anyway. I think that they would want us to be honest and say, oh, I don't like that. Because if we don't like it, that doesn't necessarily mean the community's not going to like it. It's just a good precursor of like, hey, I've talked to my community. Nobody likes this and I don't like it either. So then they can say, oh, okay, well, shit. Why is that? What happened? What happened? So yeah, I don't think it's a problem. You guys have heard my opinions. Yeah, it is perfectly fine to have mixed feedback. Absolutely. Mrs. Juice, thank you for the 25 months. Welcome back, friend. Like how they stopped having unique holiday events, right? Everybody's against it. Everybody's against it. But I understand why it happened and it doesn't bother me as much. Didn't Baron get kicked for showing bugs? Baron's kick was multifaceted and he knew it was coming. He's very well aware. It's not like it was a surprise. He knew that it was coming. Yeah. He knew. I'm friends with Baron. I talked to Baron. We play games with Baron. He knew it was coming. We need to have an arcade in the waiting room. Frickin' yes, please. I want it in my life. Do you think Baron will become a partner again? Maybe eventually. Maybe. Baron who? How dare you? Maybe. I know that he has stated at some point recently that he thought it might be a cool idea to try to come back. Now, obviously it's a matter of building trust back with the Kinetic team and also the partners and everybody else. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm pretty sure he's mentioned it though. What is the Bleasdale spider's name again? Lily. Wait, Lily? Lily. No, Lilith. Lilith. Not Lily. Lilith. Sorry. CJ's a master of holding information. He was asked 2 weeks ago about new ghosts and he said none were planned. I'm sure he has to lie about that stuff. He got a new ghost tattoo today. Nice. I am talking, once I get over my sickness, I'm going to be going to the tattoo parlor so that way I can get my music box. I was going to get it when I came back from vacation, but obviously I'm not bringing this there. Yeah. Oh, my nostrils. Oh, my nostrils. Music box still playing? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's still happening. 100%. What did he do? What did who do? What did who do? Hey, Cricket, welcome back. Another new map? Yeah, this year at some point. We don't know when, but at some point. I explained some things. I watched Baron's coverage of the roadmap earlier today. I don't know. He seemed kind of a buzzkill about the roadmap. Fair. I understand why, because it doesn't have an overwhelming amount of new stuff on it. I showed earlier when we first started looking at the roadmap, I pulled up the Trello and I said, the only things that are coming that we did not know about were new map and the new one-time event. It might be new information for some people, all of this, but if you've looked at the Trello anytime as of recent, almost none of this was new information. We knew about all of this. So new map, new one-time event, those we had no clue. No idea. What's my favorite curse object? Music box. Love it. My favy. If it were an outdoor map, what would it look like if it wasn't some sort of camp? I don't know. Am I playing? No, we're looking at a roadmap. I hope that helps. Do you think they'll do a lobby update? I hope they do. They need to add some of the stuff to the lobby that is in some of the other maps. Like Nels, we have those arcade machines. Make them playable and add them to the lobby. Come on now. Add a high score so that way people can compete in that and try and compete in the community event high leaderboard bullshit. I'd rather see high scores in the arcade machines. That'd be awesome. Because it'd be for fun. Wonder what their version of the horror rework is going to be. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I can tell you this much. The horror rework, it better be massive. It has been talked about for 5 years. So if it's not massive, if it's not overwhelming, they're going to get a lot of grief. Which remake are you most excited about? I'm excited for Willow because it's my favorite map. Yeah. Massive, you say? Yeah. We're not talking about your dad. We're talking about the game. I hope the new map is an outdoor and non-camp map. I don't see that happening. I think it's going to be my guess again. I think it might be something like a police station or something. I don't know. Maybe we're wrong. And maybe I'm going to get that carnival map that I've been dreaming about forever. I don't know. Would you want to see a rework of High School or Point Hope? Well, not Point Hope, because Point Hope, you're not. I mean, what are you going to do with that? It is what it is. The only rework I want to see on Point Hope is them adding a dumbwaiter so I can get my items from the bottom to the top without having to carry shit 15 miles. That's all I want. High School, Prison, absolutely. Would love to see reworks of those maps. Yeah, I just want a little elevator in there. That's right. Yep. Well, like a Carnival map. Oh yeah, I want one too. I want one with games you can actually play. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah, they have a lot to deliver here. A lot. Why not a smart waiter? Touche. Would you want a restricted version of High School? I'd have to see the revamped version of High School first, if they're even going to do that. I don't know if they're going to rework it or a new map. I don't know. You want Dusty Trail? Oh, a little TV inside of the lobby? Oh, that'd be a great idea. Put a little TV up there so we can play Dusty Trail anytime we want to. Come on now. That'd be awesome. Do you already know the new map? No, we didn't even know that a new map was coming this year. We thought that they were going to be focusing on reworks. So this was news. This was news. The rest of this we knew. The rest we knew was coming. Like, obviously these are coming. They're happening every year and they're not changing, right? But this new one-time event thing, we did not know about that. Nope. News. Do we have any photos of the new map? No, because we don't even know when it's coming. We have no idea what it's going to be. We have no idea of anything. The only thing we know, here's the information I can tell you. It's within this image and it's happening in 2026. That's all I got for you. That's it. A jukebox in the lobby would be really cool too. Yeah, I like those ideas. So there is a lot coming in 2026. I'm excited for it. I am super freaking excited to see all the new stuff that's coming. Obviously, there's certain things we are a little hesitant about. We're not sure how it's going to work out. But for the most part, I'm super excited. Fix the tower card. There are some things we definitely want to see fixed. Yeah. Wonder if the new one-time event will have a trophy to it. That'd be great. Where's the trophy going to go? I guess that's the question, right? Rose, hello, friend. Thank you for the raid. Hello. How was your stream? Tower Terror shirt? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Love me some Tower Terror. Tower Terror. Do this. Any other maps that need rework to launch 1.0? Well, that's hard to answer because I thought that they were going to be reworking all of the asset maps before 1.0, but now they've listed only Tanglewood and Willow. They did not say anything about Edgefield or Ridgeview or Prison or High School, and those are all asset maps. High School is one of the most like drag and drop maps of all. So I don't know what's happening with those maps before 1.0, or if it's just like, we'll work on them eventually. But it's like, I thought the whole point of 1.0 was that it was releasing as like, here's our full game. It would be like, think of any other game. Like, think of like fucking, I don't know, Mario Galaxy 3, but they're like using assets from something else. And like, we're eventually gonna get to it. You know? They desperately need to reworked. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Hi, Rose. How are you? Dragon, thank you for the follow, dude. They technically didn't say if Willow's getting released before 1.0. Oh, that's a damn good point too. This might not even happen before. We know that this is happening sooner rather than later when it comes to the things for this year. When, we don't know. We just know sooner rather than later. Drifter made a very good point. This might not even happen till after they do 1.0. I don't know. You have a very old version of Phasmo that you pirated. Can you play with someone who bought the game updated version? No, you need to buy the game. Yeah, because by illegally downloading the old version of the game, you can't play with people that have the updated version of the game. I hope that helps. Unless all the remaining maps will be overhauled in 1.0 update, could be part of why 1.0 is taking so long. Listen, if they reworked every older map this year, I would be freaking shocked. But I don't know. I don't see that happening. Tangle, Willow, Prison, High School, Edgefield, Ridgeview, and a new map. If not enough, like you're telling me 7 new maps this year? I don't know. Why would they ask something like that to a partner stream? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Rose. It's hard. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an answer. Asking a Kinetic partner if they can play with their stolen version of the game with people who have the updated version of the game. No, probably not. I just hope they rework the maps eventually. They have to. They have to. Letting you play with your food. Thanks. Thanks, Phoenix. Letting you play with your food. Letting you play with your food. Common sense is rare these days. It's a hot commodity, you know? A lot of people want it. You just got to find it. Common sense lists, if you will. Especially High School. Yeah, High School is a map that is not, I don't know. It's very few and far between. You're going to find people that like that map. Yeah. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know. I'll obviously, any new information. Good stream today. Thank you, child. He should not be watching, by the way. He's at a friend's house. If you could have a crossover with Phas in another game, which would you like to see? One of the ones we said was Five Nights at Freddy's could be cool. That could be pretty awesome. I don't know. What are some other good crossovers? Water Park Sim, let's go. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. You know, it's going to be a little bit easier for them, I think, if they ever want to do that kind of thing. If they ever want to do like crossovers, I think it's going to be easier whenever they have their own ghost models. Because their own ghost models and their own player character models, then that kind of stuff can be incorporated into other games while they incorporate some stuff from their games into Phasmo. So it's going to happen this year. We just don't know when. I'm excited to see the new ghost models when that eventually happens. FNAF, Power Wash Sim, FF14. Yeah. Dark Deception. Have you seen the Call to Lamb DLC? I have not. You're correct, Song. It is not a normal thing. Thank you. Rocket League with ghosts. Oh my God. Bye, Carumba. Gonna miss the old ones though. That's for sure. I know a lot of people are gonna be missing the jankiness of the old player models, being able to bend in half. Yeah. You should do a Phas map on Fortnite or Minecraft. Child, I have done them both. I have done one on Minecraft and on Fortnite. Sir. Gonna start feeling nostalgic for BBB and Linda. Oh, yeah, poor beef jerky, man. No, the Fortnite one was weird. The Minecraft one was better. Yeah, the Fortnite one was a bit strange. We did it though. Yeah. He enjoys watching. Your friend that is? Oh my God. Landon? I swear to God. Fart Knife. That's right. I get to listen to Landon and Alex play Fart Night against each other. What they do is they play one on a PS5 and the other on the Xbox in rooms next to each other with the doors open and calling each other with their friend. And you just hear the echoes upstairs of them yelling at each other as they Fart Night. That's a no from me, dog. Good night, Tara. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping it's just a one-day thing, man. Hoping it just goes away by tomorrow. Das to hope. Das to hope. Ooh, Evil Dead? Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be really, really cool. Evil Dead Cabin? Ooh, I like that a lot. All right. Didn't Repo have some skins on Fortnite? Oh, I think they did, actually. Yeah, I think they did. Silent Hill, Resident Evil. Those would be classic. Yeah, those would be almost expected at some point, right? Yeah. All right, friends, as much as I would love to actually play tonight, I know my limits. I know my limits. As much as I would love to, we are going to call it short tonight. I wanted to get on here to at least go over the roadmap with you guys and hang out for a few minutes. So we did. Yeah, we got to take care of ourselves. Always know your limits, friends. Luckily, I don't have any like migraine or anything right now. It's just this, just bleh. Wheel spins, we'll save. We'll save the wheel spins for next stream. Florida kicked your ass. Listen, I didn't feel like this at all in Florida. When I was in Florida, I felt perfectly fine. But now, it's all right. Thank you. Miss Pants, thank you for the 3 months. Ay, caramba. Picked up some of the Disney goo. I don't know. My wife is perfectly fine. Maybe it's just my immune system's effed. All right. Let's go raid. Let's go raid. Hold, please. Oh, you know what? I know where we'll go. Hold on. I know where we'll go. I've got a homie that's live. Guys, thank you. So like I said, I probably will not stream. Today's probably the last stream because tomorrow is Saturday. It is a date night with the missus to go watch the new Markiplier movie. So yeah, I will make sure to get the 24-hour channel back up and running as soon as I'm done stream. I don't know why it stopped. I'll go check and see why. I'll see why. But thank you guys for an amazing month. I appreciate y'all so stinking much. I want to try to think of something different for next month, man. I don't know, goal wise and just daily wise. I want to think of something different. I don't know. I'll figure it out. If you guys are not already following the 24/7 channel, that is where my VODs play nonstop. Whenever we're not live here, I'm going to look at that as soon as I end stream. I will pull it up and take a look. But you guys are amazeballs. Thank you guys so much for an amazing month. We will have a viewer day starting at the early part of next month. And then, yeah, we'll see what February has in store. We will see, but let's go raid, friends. I love you all. Here are the raid messages. If you're a follower, that's for you. If you're a sub, that's for you. If you're a creepy tier 3, that is for you. Thank you guys so much for everything. I love you all. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.